Alrighty.
Here we go again.
We are ready to rock and roll. It is Monday.
Welcome everybody.
Yes, welcome.
Thanks for joining us. If you come in live on multiple different platforms, welcome on this Monday afternoon. And if you're watching it recorded, well, thanks for giving us some time.
Yeah, indeed.
What are we talking about today?
How to have patience when sales are low, and I think a few people might need some insight onto this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it can be frustrating, particularly for startups. It's a big one, trying to get that first sale, second sale, just get that momentum going. And, I'm sure that's part of the reason why so many people don't carry on with their business and don't pursue that is they just lose faith that those sales will come.
Yes.
And perhaps they stop poking and prodding around, they get their head down, they stop looking for different ways to try and generate that momentum. And that's what we're about. We all talk about, one of our catch cries is creating momentum, right?
Correct, yes.
Which is in business, momentum. I want to say momentum's everything. It's really important to create that momentum. And sometimes in business, particularly for you owner-operators out there, you solopreneurs, that you're on your own, creating momentum on your own can be difficult.
It's hard, right? Yeah. So we've spoken about many times, surround yourself with the right people that can hold you accountable, that you can check your ideas, go, I've got this idea, what do you think? And that can be your mentors, it can be all your professional people, but are you part of a business community of like-minded business owners that can go, actually, I've been down that path, and this is what I know, learn. This is a lot of what we share, right? We've been a lot of these roads, so we can share those things. So where are you surrounding yourself that you can have some quality checking done?
Yep. Yeah, no. And so, hey, if you're looking for sales in your business and you're getting impatient with those sales, I think the first thing that I really like to say is you actually need to keep doubling down on that effort. And I know, hey, at Navigate Biz, we've got some goals of how many business owners we want to touch with the information, how many business owners we want to reach, and we just keep increasing the size of those little micro targets within the business. So the activities, the energy within the business, the things that we do each day, whether that's the content that we're delivering, the courses that we're delivering, the frequency of all these things. We keep increasing that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so if you want to, you need to have patience in that you will get to that point. But you also need to be impatient with the amount that you're perhaps doing. Can you just keep delivering more? Can you be doing more? Where is the extra minutes, or potentially hours, but most likely, where are the extra minutes that you can keep, creating some more impetus?
Yeah. And this is a really good example of what we've got set up here, right? We're on so many platforms for this particular live.
Yeah, talking to you, our Navigate Biz subscriber, user, or a potential client there within there that's needing some help in there. We're out there to try and touch and reach more people.
And we're talking to at least 5 social platforms as we speak this minute. So don't feel you have to do one at a time and have to repeat. Well, you can lose hours out of your day. So what can you do to really leverage your productivity and your time? And we often speak about this time management worksheet that we've got. That is your great check-in to work out where are you losing time? Where can you recoup time, so you can actually make use of all the amazing technology that's out there today, that you can actually get in front of your audience regularly. And I know one of the things that we do every week is we check our metrics, we look at them, we revisit them, we look at, well, what can we do better? That's worked, where can we do that piece that works well on another platform? So it's this regular check-in and looking at what's performing well, what's not, how can you tweak it to have it performing well, right?
Yeah, and of course we're all busy, and I'm still waiting to meet that person that says that they're not busy in the day. You might not be busy with revenue coming through the door, but they're busy. I'm busy doing this, and I'm busy doing that. But what are you busy doing, and how can you reprioritize what you're doing? If you're busy but you're not getting the sales through the door, what are you busy doing? and perhaps you need to stop being busy doing that particular thing and start being busy doing something else that is a revenue generating activity. You know, if you're sitting there and, you know, maybe you're a creative naturally and you're making everything all beautiful on your website or your brochure or whatever it is from that side, but you're not got the revenue coming through. Are you spending enough time contacting customers? Are you, you know, reaching out to those customers, making them aware of what you've got? That can be, you know, through a whole bunch of different methods, which we go through in you know, many of the tutorials and masterclasses that we've done around sales. But, you know, what are you busy doing? So think about how you can prioritize, you know, those 16 or 18 usable hours in the day. You know, maybe, you know, certainly should be 18 usable hours there if you're really getting a business up and running in the early days of that. How many of those hours are spent with the customer or trying to, you know, get people to understand who you are, what your business is, what you do, what problem you're solving, you know, just all back to the basic, you know, the fundamentals of why your business exists.
And we've spoken about this piece often, is that have goals, have big goals, but tap into them every day. Because that's the thing that's going to give you the fire in your belly to keep going on those days that you go, oh, I expected XYZ sales to come in today and they haven't. Well, look at what you are doing well, check in with your goals and make sure that you connect with them every day.
And, you know, who's your customer? What do they need? What's your competitors up to? Who are your competitors? Do you know who your competitors are? You know, there's a lot of really sales-focused actions that you can be taking each day, you know, that can move you closer to generating that revenue. You know, like if you are wondering why you're not getting sales, but you don't know who your competitors are, you haven't, you know, gone through and done some competitive analysis of what they're doing, you know, what products, what price point, what their staff members are like, you know, all the real basic stuff outside that. Well, you know, there could be clues in there.
Exactly.
You know, what's the frequency at which, you know, your potential clients might need your product? You know, what sort of a database of clients have you got built up, and how often are you reaching out to those people and making them aware of, you know, providing some value to them around that? So you need to be patient that there is, or trust that there is a system, there is a process that you need to go through, and part of winning that process, if you like, is a process of elimination, going through, have I done this? Do I know enough about that? Have I made these adjustments within the business and within, you know, at the customer facing end of the business to make sure that we're doing our very best to make sure everybody knows who we are, what we've got, and why they need our product or service.
Yeah, and 2 points about that is you can get some great insights by simply picking up the phone and asking an existing customer, how did they find you in the first place? Why did they buy your product or service? And what were the things that they loved about it? Always ask, what are the things we can improve? Because you just don't know unless you ask, right? And do those things. But how often are you also, if you've got a website or, you know, an online platform, how often have you bought your own product? Put yourself through the journey to make sure there's no barriers. Hey, that might be one of the reasons the sales aren't what you're expecting. If you haven't checked your journey to make sure that there's no barriers there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, if you jump on navigatebiz.com, you'll see that we've got a stack of information about improving your sales. We've got some webinars that we've got in there from previous. We've also, you jump in and subscribe to our BizFlix platform. So we've got a bunch of stuff on there. If you're needing more intensive handheld process of improving that, we cover all of that within our Biz Bootcamp, which we have another one of those coming up in April. So I really encourage you to go and have a look at our Navigate Biz Bootcamp, 8 weeks intensive business overhaul. And you know, so there's plenty in there.
So much, so many options. You can start at a low entry point and you can build to it. You know, and there's so much on our YouTube channel. Like we're on a mission to get 1,000 subscribers. So there's a bunch.
Come and help us out. Jump into YouTube.
And subscribe. Don't just watch it. We love that you watch it because we can see that tens of thousands of people have watched our YouTube channel. But subscribe, please subscribe, because we're on. You know, we're putting out there our goal.
We need a mission. Well, we're on a mission. We need 1,000. So if you can, please go and check out our YouTube channel, or if you have, please press subscribe.
Indeed. So, well, that's a wrap up, I think.
Okay, no, that's great. Hey, so any questions, please put in the comments below if you've got any questions around why you're not getting sales in your business now, and let us come back to you and provide you some feedback on that. And we've got Clubhouse tomorrow, 4:30. Come join us on Clubhouse.
Indeed.
And we'll be back in the Facebook Live, Instagram Live, all of those on Thursday.
See you then.
So have a great week, everybody.
See you.